deadlifting develops the backside of your body, low back, butt, hamstrings. The sumo deadlift is very similar, slightly different. You're gonna feel a lot more in your butt, a little less in your hamstrings, and quite a bit in your hips. Let's watch two. So we're gonna begin with how our feet are set up. This is the biggest glaring difference of a traditional deadlift with our sumo deadlift. In a traditional deadlift, your feet are right under your shoulders. Here, we're going outside of those shoulders. Toes might find themselves splayed out slightly, about that 5 to 10 degrees. We don't want to go out extreme, but having them straight forward in this wider position is going to be very challenging. So let them splay out just a little bit. Your knees will thank you. We're going to stay a lot higher in this sumo deadlift than we would in a traditional deadlift, but we still want to think about working that hip and loading your butt. So James is gonna pick up these, or when he comes down to these dumbbells, he's really reaching his hips back, but he's gonna sink his hips a lot lower in the start than he will in a traditional deadlift. So from here, he's gonna push into the ground, kind of spreading his feet and come to a full lockout. Now, the bigger the dumbbells you use, the more challenging it is to fit them between your legs. However, it's fine, you'll figure it out. Keep these dumbbells right between your feet. As with all deadlifts, they aren't traveling out in front of your toes, so he's gonna send his chest forward, but really reach those hips back and stay tall through your head. Once those dumbbells tap between his feet, he can return back up. Now, the nice thing with this movement, go ahead and set them down, is that it's not a very far movement. It goes pretty quickly. With the feet being wider, it doesn't take long to get to that lockout. It's gonna be a lot more gentle on your back. So if you find that your back gets really tender during traditional deadlifts, or you have a history of back issues, this is going to be your best friend to still develop that strength, because a weak back is going to be a sore, aching, painful back. So we still want to get it strong, and this is going to be the movement that you may find yourself substituting all deadlifts for. I challenge you, your try hard tip is to get heavy. This is one of the safest movements that we can do and get really heavy because of where the loading is. It's right under the center of our body. Notice that those dumbbells are between his feet, and it's gonna just simplify the path of the dumbbell. So if you're nervous based off of the weights you have, you can try just one. So start with one heavy single, get used to the grip and the feels for that. He's gonna simply put a hand on each side of that head of the dumbbell. This is also a great way to kind of raise that off the ground a little bit. So that starting position is gonna be a little bit easier to get into. And then from here, you can switch into the double. But this is a movement to constantly be pushing yourself and getting as heavy as you can for the amount of reps in that workout.